at this. Alright, so there was another one, right here by the entrance. I suppose I'll find more here now. Well, look at this. In plain sight, this one. Alright, just one more. Here it is. Well, I didn't find that one. Cheeky. Alright, now let's see what we got here.
Salem wasn't the most exciting place for a couple of rambunctious 13-year-olds. Playing with my friends after school, they usually required a healthy dose of imagination to spice up the underwhelmingly bleak landscape. To us, Salem's history was just a bunch of creepy stories and tourist attractions. Witches didn't exist, we all knew that. That's why Robbie Barnes was the laughingstock of the entire school. He actually believed that they were real. Looking back, I wish I hadn't teased him so much. Maybe then he'd still be alive.
Oh no.
I forget which one of my friends actually came up with a plan to prank Robbie, but it didn't take him long to get us all on board. My job was to find an example of an old spell. It took me all of 15 minutes. The library had practically every book ever written on the subject. The next step involved the Judgment House. It sat up on the hill, abandoned. Everyone said it was haunted. What made it even creepier were the rumors that Judge Hawthorne burned the remains of accused witches in the house's various fireplaces. That's where Robbie comes in. We dared him to sneak into the Judgment House in the middle of the night and collect a handful of ashes from each of the fireplaces. Then he'd have to light some candles, sprinkle the ashes, and read the spell. We told him that if done correctly, the spell would supposedly blow out all the candles. If he agreed to do all this and the candles so much as flickered, we would promise to stop making fun of him. We could see that he was scared, but to his credit, he agreed to go through with it. What we didn't tell him was that we had set up a hidden camera to catch all the hilarity on tape. The next day, Robbie didn't come into school. We assumed he had chickened out and was too embarrassed to face the music. Then I heard that Robbie went missing. I felt the chill run down my spine as I retrieved the tape from our hidden camera. I pressed play and fast forward until I saw Robbie. He was doing just as we instructed him to. But then, a shadowy figure crossed in front of the camera. Robbie turned in horror just as the camera cut to static. When the image finally returned, Robbie was gone. And the only sign that anything had happened at all was the now smoldering fireplace over in the corner.
Oh no. Was that actually the bell killer? Could all of these have been the bell killer? Could every single one of these murders... Well, no, that the car guy wasn't, definitely wasn't. The old lady did. But this one definitely could have been. Oh, Robbie. That might actually have been the worst one. To an innocent little child whose beliefs and fears at that were confirmed. God damn it. Alright, let's bring this nightmare to a close. This treacherous town is no shortage of cruelty. In its history, at least. Then again, who am I to say that that isn't the general rule for all of humanity? Salem's just known for what all humans are known for. To accuse one another and to place blame, to project, and to enact with vengeance. And self-righteous, self-justified cruelties and evils. Even unjustified evil is still an evil. Wait, what? No, never mind. We've already done that. Back and forth, the same stretch, it seems. Alright, oh, tits.
No one deserves to be murdered. And when the psycho trying to kill someone pretends there's some grand justice behind it, that just makes it all the more twisted.
Dandy, a little bit of a maze. Alright. Please, no more demons. Wait, what?
Joy!
Ronan, help!
Not another step.
What?
No, not you, Rex. This has nothing to do with her, Abigail. Oh, but it does. For 300 years, we have executed the witches who corrupt our fair city.
Down there. Let's go.
Those who try to mask their demonic contract and leverage powers they should never possess. Just like you have. Don't you dare compare me to her! Easy, easy. Put your hands up!
Oh, no.
Don't do anything stupid.
Hands up. Stop what you're doing. Hands up. Do it now.
Abigail, stop!
Oh my god.
Rex, you piece of shit. What are you doing? Not This was you.
That is part of a powers.
Closer to the truth.
Ronan, do something!
Hold tight, kid. I'm on my way.
Well, what am I supposed to? Okay, 9. Stopping Abigail. The scream. It's a bit hard with a rope. Yes.
It's over, Abigail.
Treacherous. Treacherous. Can I stop? What? Am I doing what?
No!
Joy!
Okay. Let's try that again. So we know step 1.
Joy!
Okay. We know step 1. Oh, Jesus. So what's the scream now? Okay, we got good time now. But we couldn't do anything with Joy in that one moment. So 7 seconds. 1 second left. I can touch Ghost. I could have pimp smacked that asshole.
Time is upon us, Abigail Williams.
No!
You scourge of Salem, it is time to pay for your sins!
This can't be happening.
How ironic.
You want to use memories against me? Two can play at that game.
I know the truth about your death, but I still don't know the truth about mine. Did you use Rex to kill me?
Rex was my most influential. The most respected, the most feared official in town. Of course I did.
No. That was Rex. She used Rex.
How could Rex have done it? Rose's killer had blue eyes.
I didn't use the same killer for every murder.
This is Baxter.
Baxter.
He won't be happy to know he has blood on his hands.
Why did you kill Baxter?
I eventually kill all the killers I use. Especially the ones who get close to the truth.
I see. He was investigating it himself.
I wasn't close to the truth in the apartment. I wasn't one of your killers. Why did I have to die?
Like the others at the wedding. Oh, that's a cute smile. No. You're kidding.
No. I wouldn't. No. No, I wouldn't. How could I? You made me kill her.
Abigail!
If I'm going out, you're coming with me.
Damn straight. He's gone. Our own demons. We did it. Nice. Oh, thank God. Oh, my heart.
We all got a dark side, sometimes obvious, sometimes not. If we're lucky, we keep our dark side hidden. By law, Rex was a killer. But the law doesn't always see the truth. Fortunately, Joy did. And she would never press charges. She might even help Rex cover his tracks. One thing's for certain. She's a better person than I was at that age. A kid who deserves forgiveness. She's paid her dues. And committing a few small crimes, searching for your mom, well, even the coldest cops would forgive those.
Mom!
Here's Baxter.
Hasn't been a Bell killer murder since the night Abigail met her final end. But the case never officially closed. But memories fade, time heals. With luck, Salem will move on and find peace. Death repays debts, my father always said. Forever I believe that. But truth be told, this life ain't over until you're honest about what you owe. Set everything right. Settle your debts. Only then can you move on.
Ronan?
Did it? The murderer... or the murderers... No. Or the murderer uncovered. Either Ronan, Rex, or that bastard Baxter knew what they were doing. They weren't the hands wielding the hammer, they were just the hammers themselves. What a ride it has been. Well, this was Murdered Soul Suspect, and I, for one, so glad we went through it. So what do you think? If you're here and watching this, please do say something in addendum. In my case, there were a lot of hints strewn about the thing, I noticed. I just really started thinking about things. Abigail was claimed by her own demons, demons only she could summon. What a lovely little metaphor for hate and vengeance. And she was a little child so taken up by her father's hatred for witches, a hatred so strong that he would torture her just to get her to see his side of things. Apparently it worked. A hatred so strong that she has been creating killing sprees over centuries. 300 years? No, it was since the 1600s. I'm not sure it was early 1600s. How many lives did she claim? Her false accusations of witchcraft never stopped. I mean, if a medium comes under the term of witch, in a way, I suppose she was right, but I never figure her for an inquisitor. It goes to show, though, even the littlest one can carry so much hate and cruelty. It's kind of frightening, to be honest. But hey, it's as they always say that humans are remarkable in one respect above all else. We are incredibly capable of goodness and kindness. Just see with dogs how we can raise them on a steady diet of nothing but love, turning them into the creatures that they are today, instead of the wolves they were. The wolves are also nice in their own respect, but still, you know what I mean. But the other side of the same coin is we have an extraordinary ability for cruelty. Well, you humans. So, it's a bit about what cruelty and kindness we're given, and what cruelty and kindness we make for ourselves. Abigail decided to adopt that hatred, and she, quite honestly, became terrifying. That wicked smile of hers. Jesus. Well. Anyways, this has been such a nice journey, and I hope that, well, I hope that I've done it justice. Again, this is the first game I've ever finished when doing this video series, so I suppose I also kinda owe it to open up a bit about it. My name is Lucifer. Call me as such, if you please. And I'm doing this because in the year of 2020, I, just like many other people, have become quite lonely because of the solitude that has been enforced upon us. Unable to see other people. So this is really the end goal for this is almost exclusively just to kind of get to know people that I like. And God knows there's a lot of people out there in the world I do not fancy at all. Surround yourself with people you like, and you yourself will become all the better for it. And truly, silence is a deafening thing. Don't worry, I won't be chattering as much in the credits of other games. Just this one. So, anyways, I'm sure there will be more that I have on my mind to say. But, my goodness. This story about a ghost that cannot touch anybody, that cannot do anything on their own, only doing what they can. That's a very hopeless story. And a lesser being, a lesser person than Ronan, surely would have failed in this task. But it shows character for him to do so much out of what little he had. Anyways, this has been Murdered Soul Suspect. Thank you for joining me. Even now, I'm ironically talking out into the abyss, into darkness. Nobody that watches this video right now will even know that what I'm saying. My dear nephews are the first of whom I've introduced this to. They don't speak English yet. So, for now, I'm still quite alone in my own room. But here's to 2021. Year one, in a way. Let's go towards a new beginning. Farewell, darling.